Hello everyone, this is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts. This is a Q&A episode. I got one person that sent in some questions, and so Benjamin from Hong Kong, he got a few questions for us. So are the arms of Gorgosaurus very powerful? Is Saurophaganax the rarest Jurassic predatory dinosaur? Is the medium-sized sauropod that appeared in Prehistoric Park Gorgosaurus or Dongbit-Titan? And is Gorgosaurus the most common tyrannosaur in North America before Tyrannosaurus rex? So the first question, are the arms of Torvosaurus very powerful? I don't know for certain, because I don't know if there has been any I don't know if there were arms of Torvosaurus that were found. I believe there might have been a few bones of the arms of Torvosaurus. I'm just not totally sure on that one, so I can't answer that question very good for you. And is Saurophaganax the rarest Jurassic predatory dinosaur? I would say it wouldn't be the rarest. I would actually see it would be one of the rare species of dinosaur found in the Jurassic, especially from the Morrison Formation. The Morrison Formation would actually have a lot of Allosaurus, some Ceratosaurus. Let's see, some Ornitholestes, some smaller predatory dinosaurs, and then of course you got your sauropods like Camarasaurus, Diplodocus, Apatosaurus, Seismosaurus, which is also kind of known as Diplodocus. There more specimens that have been found in the Portugal and Spain area, but in terms of Saurophaganax has only been found in North America. I would actually say that it is probably got the smallest population in terms of large predatory dinosaurs in the Jurassic period in North America. Considering if you're that big, you're not going to have that much of a population. Because look at elephants today. Elephant populations are quite small because if you're that big, you don't need to be like in hundreds of thousands that much anyway, because first of all, you're going to run out of space for the animal to actually have that kind of population. And so Saurophaganax would actually be definitely one of the rare predatory dinosaurs in the Jurassic period. Is the medium-sized sauropod appeared in Prehistoric Park Gorgosaurus or Dongbit-Titan? I'm not sure. There hasn't been a lot of information that was given about the show in terms of what kind of Titanosaur really actually was being shown in Prehistoric Park. They just said Titanosaur, and that's all I said. But I'm pretty sure. But if you actually look at like the Titanosaurs that were found in China around like saying 120, 125 million years ago, I'm pretty sure that they'll show up. In terms of what kind of species were around during the same time as Microraptor, because that's what the episode that you're talking about is actually is basically in the time when Microraptor was actually around, so 125, 120 million years ago. So I don't really know what kind of Titanosaur really that is in Prehistoric Park. And is Gorgosaurus the most common tyrannosaur in North America before Tyrannosaurus rex? I'm gonna say probably not, considering that if we actually look at where Tyrannosaurus rex has been actually located in terms of geologic time, 68 to 66 million years ago, and then before that you got Albertosaurus, Gorgosaurus, and Daspletosaurus that were around as well. And so I would think that Albertosaurus would actually be a little bit more common than Gorgosaurus, because Gorgosaurus would pretty much be living in the northern part of the northern areas of North America, so all the way from Alaska, Canada, Montana, those places. Albertosaurus would mostly be found in Canada, Montana. I believe there has been some Albertosaurus that were found in Wyoming, and then you actually have Daspletosaurus, which is actually found in Montana, Wyoming, and those kinds of places. I believe that's what you're actually mostly going to find in terms of a Tyrannosaur before T-Rex, and I'd say Albertosaurus would actually be a little bit more common, whereas Daspletosaurus would actually be a little bit below Albertosaurus in terms of commonality, and then you got Gorgosaurus. Gorgosaurus is a tad bit smaller than Albertosaurus, even though they almost look like the same animals, but they are sister species. Albertosaurus and Gorgosaurus are sister species, so they actually have almost the same genetic material. It's just that they're just there's just one part of the genetics that is actually a bit different than the other. You see, Albertosaurus would be larger, Gorgosaurus would actually be a bit smaller, and so Gorgosaurus, in my opinion, would not be as common in most of North America. I would actually say Gorgosaurus would actually be probably just behind Albertosaurus in that particular time. So 75 million years ago, you're most likely are going to find Albertosaurus most of the time, because it's a more common dinosaur that is actually found in Alberta and Montana. And then you actually have Gorgosaurus, which is mostly there's not that many specimens of Gorgosaurus found, even though there have been some complete specimens that have been found. But I'm not totally sure on the commonality of the Spletosaurus. I believe that because since there's two kinds of species of the Spletosaurus now, and Albertosaurus has got like maybe one or two species, and then Gorgosaurus is just one species, and so that's pretty much what you're going to get at it for Gorgosaurus. So I would say that Gorgosaurus would not be as common. I'd say it would be more common like towards Alaska and the northern parts of Canada, whereas if you go further south, like towards like Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Montana, then I would say that it would not be as common. I'd say they kind of stayed away from territories of Albertosaurus, and so that's why Albertosaurus would be stronger than Gorgosaurus, and that's why, because if you're the bigger predator, you're going to be stronger, and also I think Albertosaurus would actually be going after a little bit more of the ceratopsians, a bit more than Gorgosaurus would, because Gorgosaurus would actually be tackling down probably the Hadrosaurus, and that's what the prey it would be going after. Alright, that's it for now, and so next week would actually be a special episode. I'll let you guys know what kind of prehistoric animal I'm going to probably do. I'm thinking about doing a mammal this time, and I'm probably going to do a herbivore this for the time around. So stay tuned, possibly on Monday. I'll let you guys know what kind of prehistoric animal I'm going to talk about, a mammal, herbivorous mammal. So stay tuned for that. And you can still send me questions about dinosaurs or any other prehistoric life by emailing me at dinochrist71@gmail.com, or just go on my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris. Like the page, you get your posted questions on the wall or in the comments section. But remember, keep your questions short and to the point. You can also follow me on Twitter at CSGRALL. It's my Twitter page. I post pretty cool stuff on there. Also, take care of the people around you. And also for younger people out there, to make sure to listen to your parents, your teachers, and your guardians. It's the best motivation you could have for a good education. It's very important to have good education. Just with a good education, you get a good job in the future. And so you guys know, you probably heard that there is news about Tyrannosaurus Rex, that there has been a paper that has been published that Scotty is actually considered to be larger than Sue, and is considered to be the largest Tyrannosaurus Rex found. Now, this paper has come under scrutiny because, well, first and foremost, Scotty is not as complete as Sue. Sue is 90%, Scotty is 65%. And so that could actually be something that could actually be figured out, is whether or not this paper is actually conclusive enough to actually say that Scotty is larger than Sue. But, so there's your paleo news right there. So, anyway, that's it for now, and I'll see you guys next week.